Hey, what is going on, guys? Edward here, back with another video. Thank you so much for being here again in another chance. Today I wanted to show you today's trades with Nasdaq. It was let me show you, by the way, from the very top here. And let me go just 1 hour. I don't know if you remember yesterday. It was really nice, I would say, day, but from here, which I missed this actual push on a 30-minute, there was a nice order block right here, so we'll buy from here to here. But then after that, it got completely messed up with this news, with the FOMC. The Feds were talking, and we're pretty much after that, it was just completely nightmare. Even though the news were bad, you notice that the market actually ended up the day in positive, so the price was actually pushing up. Now at around 9 p.m. here in my country, the market actually started crashing and it dropped. So this crash should have happened here when the news were released at this area, right? I was kind of expecting, I wanted to see that the price break above this area, wiping out all this liquidity, sweeping them out, and then after hitting that area, boom, immediately coming crashing down. But it didn't, it failed. So a very weird movement. I would say maybe it was to cover the previous gap that we had on the previous day. So it was a weird movement anyways. So price dropped back to this area. It was struggling in this support right there until it broke it. But this is what happened. Let me go on smaller time frames. I will show you right here. This was the actual first stopped out. On Nasdaq we had, the market was, you see, it was actually doing similar to what it did here on a 1 hour, right, or 30 minutes. It was pretty much doing the same. Where is it? Here. You see, it normally does the consolidation, goes up to a previous order block or an actual zone that was on the top, wipes everyone out and then goes down. So it did that in here. Even though that order block was in this area, I was seeing this, and did I spot it on a 5-minute or 15-minute? Yeah, it was a very complex zone right here, this area. So I was thinking that the market could just stop here. We are also touching a very important support and resistance in the past, but ended up failing. The price went up. There was some news also again today at around 8:30 in the morning, and this is when the news were coming out. The price pushed up and like getting out of the trade, stopping me out of the trade. I would say a lot of, you see, it's just a week to the top, to the upside. Very nice push, wiping everyone out here, and then after that the market started crashing and going down. So what happened after that was really nice. This was on a 1 minute still. Remember that I'm actually still testing a lot of these things on order blocks and smart money. Still, I'm still, now I want to say this clear, I'm still not a pro on these things, but believe me, I will master this thing. So this right here also was a nice, really nice setup. The price was simply pushing up, right, creating higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, higher lows, higher high. The price broke, created that BOS, break of a structure. Then it went down, it broke this previous low right here. So that's the change of character I wanted to see. The price broke. After that was just a matter of time of waiting, setting alerts all over right here on the top, all over this area, and just sit and wait for the market to actually reach this zone. If we'll reach it. Sometimes you might see this, you might actually see the break of a structure and the change of character, but sometimes the price may not even get to the zone. I have backtested that and I've seen it before, and it may not always go to that position. So it got activated, the price went down, I secured really nice chunk and profits right here. I was actually holding an entry, and I placed this thing on break even, and this is what happens, you know, after going halfway down my target, which was a 1 to 5.33 34 risk to reward. The price pushed up, stopped me out on break even. After that, the price crashed. It ended up actually crashing. So it was a nice prediction anyways, and overall it was a nice sale. I am explaining this to my students. I'm actually including this in a course now, order blocks, smart money trading, and I keep updating the modules in there for new traders that will be coming in. Guys, this is fire. Those who are actually new and are interested in trading order blocks right now, is definitely a really nice way to trade. It's not easy to spot it, but once you master this thing, once you start seeing them more often, you'll see the big difference right here. Normally the risk to reward is very small in comparison to the risk is very small in comparison to the rewards. Normally it's like 1 to 5, 1 to 8. Sometimes you can go even shorter than that. The market did continue dropping. It's just because right here there are nothing on the left at the moment that we can look, you know, we can be looking for previous targets. If not, we would have aimed it, but right now, because there's nothing close on the left, we have to be we cannot be greedy with this thing. Okay, so we should be aiming targets to previous lows, either, you know, this formation, this previous low right here, previous low, and maybe this one right here is the last previous low. So that should be, technically that should be your last take profit. Or do what I do, as I mentioned, you put the stops to break even, and then you just follow. If that thing continues dropping, okay, let it drop all the way down. Then if you see some type of showing signs of reversal, like for example happen here, maybe you could be getting out of this thing manually. But it was a nice sell in there. Now this is what happened also later in the afternoon. I wasn't going to be entering, but I spotted a similar formation, and I was noticing that the price on a 5 minute, because this was on a 5 minute, I saw right here, let me show you here, the price was going down, right? We were on a downtrend right here, was going down. It did created that break of a structure. It broke this previous low right here, it broke it, then it went pushing back up very strong. Look at that momentum right there, huge momentum, breaking this previous high. So it did the actual change of direction, the change of character right here, it did it. And then after that, it started dropping. But look at what happened. I'm not sure if it's with trading view or is it my eyes, or I don't know what you see guys here. But okay, I was thinking that that's a nice also head and shoulder formation. Not just that, I saw that, okay, we have that potential liquidity here area. The price will wipe out all of that. But you see, it didn't even reach that, because that zone, that order block was never activated. So I was like, okay, I don't know what exactly is going on, what happened, but I guess it is what it is. Not all the time we're gonna have the candle or the entry activated. I would say maybe because there was some imbalance. I think this is what I missed. Where is the imbalance? Like if you look right here, the price between, look at this candle, the previous candle and this candle right here, look at this. This is what is called imbalance, and I will explain that later on a previous video. But this right here, the space, I'm gonna put it a lot bigger here, the space that we have from this week to this week, that's what creates imbalance. There's a little imbalance there, and the market actually did reach that imbalance. We have this zone of imbalance. So this is technically, it barely touched it. I'm sure that with with your broker, it would have actually activated. That's an active entry right there. That's what happened. Sometimes we have to see also not just the order block exactly, but to see if there's any type of imbalance right there on In this case, was on a 5 minute. Let's see how it looks on a 1 minute. But that's basically what messed up. Yeah, this is the imbalance there was here. You see, the price was going up, and then it did a little pullback, a little correction right there, and then it skyrocketed again. So that's the imbalance on a 1 minute. On a 5 minute, it would look like this. All right, that space between the previous candle before this push and the second candle. Look at this. Like you make it. There's a little space between those 2 weeks. So that's the imbalance, and that's what happened at that point. I would say, if I'm not mistaken, as I mentioned, I am still, you know, trying to master this type of thing, but I think that's what happened, okay, with the imbalance happening in there. But anyways, those were pretty much the entries of the day. Taking a loss on Nasdaq and then recovering that one back, at least was able to recover, not taking the final profit at least on this one, but after, because it got stopped me out of break even, but the setup went really nice, so that's fine, right? Because nowadays, as I mentioned, all markets have been very, very hectic, and a lot of indecisions and volatility. Still, news keeps getting this worst every time, right? We're still having a lot of not just that, a lot of fear as well happening on the markets. So let's see, when are the markets actually going to start recovering? This crash will continue. Interest rates are still high, or even higher. If you saw the previous video yesterday, you know, when Jerome Powell, Mr. Powell was actually talking yesterday, and they higher up the interest rates. So let's see what's gonna happen, guys. Tomorrow is Friday. Markets might be a little slow, but let's see what we can catch. Thanks a lot, guys, for watching. If you're new on the channel, please subscribe, give it a big thumbs up. It motivates me to keep posting videos every single day. If you are also interested in learning and mastering order blocks, I recommend you going on my website, teamprofitsenglish.com. You will see that I'm offering a bundle right now with a discount, right? I'm offering a course, mentorship, and a VIP signal group for life. I am including smart money now as part of the course. I hope you guys like this type of content. I'll see you in the next one. Take it easy, guys.